Hello, my fellow Americans. My name is V Spikes, and you're watching the Nightly Fake News, the show where if reporting real news is fake, then we're reporting fake news. We give you fact, we'll give you fiction, but in the end, you will have my opinion. My name is V Spikes. I am your host, and this is our inaugural episode, so I thought I'd do something a little different. I thought I would give you my State of the Union address, my State of the Union sort of dialogue, commentary on how I feel things are right now. November 9th, 2016, Donald Trump wins the presidential election. January 20th, 2017, Donald Trump enters office. A great many things has happened since then. He's proposed very radical things that the common person would raise an eyebrow to. One of those things being building a wall, deportation, bans on countries traveling to America. It's a little daunting. It's a little frightening. These are frightening times that we're in. As of this recording, we're almost at war with Syria, Russia, and North Korea. These are troubling times that we're in. They're scary times, but I feel as a country there is still hope. We still have hope. It's no shock that I do not like. It's no surprise that I really don't care for our current president. A lot of his policies and his actions, his statements, they're not of someone who should be the leader of the free world. I believe that's fair. That's a fair thing to say, I think. We're in troubling times. It's scary. We're in a scary place right now. As a country, we are in a scary place because no right-minded person should want war. Nobody wins in war, period. This is the truth, okay? This is the truth. That no one wins in war. And it boggles the mind why we're so quick to try to want to get into a war with somebody and with anybody. There's nothing wrong with peace. It makes me upset because my daughter, she's in college right now and she is traveling the world. And now the world is closing up its borders and locking things down, and then travel bans and everything, and all this craziness where she can't go from place to place because as Americans, America is making so many new enemies that we didn't have before Trump was in office. I am not a fan of Trump. I never pretend to be. A lot of people say, well, you were with Hillary. You must like Hillary. You must like Hillary. You was a Hillary supporter. You asked me the question, if Hillary Clinton is the answer to this country's problems, I would say hell no. But I feel in my heart she wasn't going to make it worse. Our country, given all the craziness that happened with all the police officers, black men getting shot for nothing, all these things are happening. And at this time, this is when the presidential elections were going on. And I said to myself, is Hillary or Trump going to make this thing better or worse if they were in office? Do I think Hillary was the answer? Hell no. But do I think she's going to make it worse? No, I don't. I think Trump was going to make things considerably worse, and he has. Oh, that person doesn't look like me, so I'm afraid. We should ban them. They can't come to my country. They don't look like me. They look like terrorists, so let's ban them, ban them, ban them. Some of the crazy that Donald Trump has offered up is the building of the wall. A wall between the United States and Mexico to keep out illegal immigrants. There is so much poverty in this great nation of ours. The wall itself is estimated between $15 billion and $20 billion. Between $15 to $20 billion to build this wall. That's gonna do what exactly? Let's talk about facts, because for some reason, Republicans, conservatives like to use facts as weapons. It's good to wield and cut people down, but when they used it against you, wait, time out, foul, you can't use that. I'm gonna use that. I'm gonna use this little thing called facts. The fact is that the estimated cost of this magical wall that's gonna keep out all of these evil immigrants, which by Trump's own words said they were rapists and bringing drugs in our country. Look, we had a rapist and drugs in our country before any of this. And I don't think that wall is gonna stop that. That's a fact, okay? It's a fact. 75% of everybody who's in this country legally got here legally. They came in on work visas and did not go back. Okay, that's a fact. These are facts. Roughly about 25 to 30% of the people who cross over from Mexico are crossing over illegally. This is a fact, and a lot of people don't want to open their minds up to fact, but just hear me out. I don't care what party you are, just hear me out. This wall is only a symbol at best, a $20 billion symbol of our fear. Because I know these are troubling times, and I know we're all afraid, but we can't let our fear dictate who we are as a country. You see, they say that bravery is what we do in the face of fear. Bravery is what we do in the face of fear. So, if we're afraid of terrorism, of 9/11 repeating itself, nuclear war, it's what we do in the face of that fear that defines us as a country. Travel bans on these countries. Look, out of the list of 11 countries that are banned, maybe 3 of them actually had something to do with 9/11. The other guys, I guess, just look like terrorists, so we need to ban them, keep them out of our country. They're Muslims. Now, people say, how is Trump racist? This is a question I've seen asked by a lot of Republicans. How is Trump racist? Tell me how Trump is racist. You can't answer the question. Well, actually, I can. You see, if you ban somebody based on their religion or creed, or ban somebody based on their race, that in itself is the definition of racism. You see, that is the very definition of the word racism, okay? For you to ban or treat somebody differently based on sex, color, or creed is racist. And we're banning Muslims from our country. We telling countries not to come here. We're banning them until we can sort them out, they said, or vet them or whatever. I'm sorry, that's racist. If we put together, now let's talk about the deportation. If we round up people based on their possible race, if we make checkpoints to check for people, you're talking about deporting almost 11 million people. 11 million people. And I don't care what race you are, this will affect you somehow. Be it a friend, be it a family member, be it a co-worker, be it a girlfriend, boyfriend. They have families, their grandparents. Somebody, and we talk about a number, we talk about 200,000, 300,000, it's a big number, but you know. We talk about 11 million people. You know somebody who knows somebody who's going to be affected by this. Let me put 11 million into perspective for you. That's roughly the population of Detroit, New York, Boston, San Francisco, Seattle, combined. That's 11 million people. Does that seem... That doesn't seem like making America better. You see, I laugh sometimes. It's funny to me when I talk to black supporters of Trump or Hispanic supporters of Trump. I find it hilarious. I really do. I find it funny to me because they always say, well, Trump's gonna make America great again. You see, my friend, I'm gonna explain something here. I'm gonna explain something here to all my Hispanic and black Trump supporter friends. He wasn't talking to you as much as he was talking about you. You get it? You get what I'm saying? Oh yeah, he's gonna make America great again, just not for you and not with you. You see, this is the kicker with that whole "Make America Great Again" bit he kept running. Look, I feel that's impossible, Mr. Trump, for you to make America great again. And for all of these sheeple that followed you and said, oh, I'm going with him because he's going to make America great again, you're fooling yourself. You're lying to yourself. Because I tell you what, one man cannot make America great again. We, the people. Are you listening? I said we, the people. No one man will make America great again. We, the people, we, the American people, have that power. We, as individuals, the individuals that become together as a whole, will make this country great again.